Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're really diving into cybersecurity.
Yeah, it's a huge topic right now.
Absolutely. It's
Yeah.
a market that's just exploding, isn't it? Driven by threats that seem to pop up, well, daily.
Non-stop.
So we want to get a handle on the scale of this growth, look at the challenges companies are facing, and how they're adapting strategically. We'll even touch on a really interesting recent development showing how security ops are changing.
Sounds good. Lots to cover.
Definitely. But first, this deep dive is sponsored by Stonefly. They're leaders in enterprise storage, backup, DR, AI storage, cloud solutions, you name it.
And importantly, secure storage.
Exactly. If you're looking for that ransomware-proof setup, Stonefly offers air-gapped and immutable storage. You can contact them at sales@stonefly.com for a demo.
Worth checking out. Okay, where do we start?
Let's start with the sheer size.
Yeah.
The global cybersecurity market. It's just on an absolute tear. Projections show it going from, what, around $215 billion this year?
125, yeah.
All the way up to nearly $700 billion.
Sure.
$697 billion by 2035.
Wow. That's an 11.3% compound annual growth rate over 10 years. It's massive.
So why? What's driving that kind of number?
Well, it's pretty clear and frankly a bit worrying. It's the escalating risk, data breaches, hacking, cybercrime. It's relentless.
We rely on digital systems for everything now.
Exactly. Businesses, infrastructure, just our daily lives. So robust security isn't, a nice to have anymore. It's absolutely essential. Basic survival, really.
And it's complex, right? Not just one thing. You've got hardware, software, services.
All playing a part. Hardware is the biggest slice currently, but software is expected to grow faster. That's where a lot of the AI and machine learning innovation is happening in security tools.
Makes sense. And how it's deployed matters too. On-prem, cloud.
Right. On-premises is still big, especially for regulated industries, banks, healthcare.
Yeah, compliance.
But cloud and hybrid are definitely gaining ground fast. I mean, everyone's moving something to the cloud.
And specific solutions. I heard identity and access management is big.
It is currently leading, but watch out for intrusion detection and prevention. That's tipped for the fastest growth.
Why is that?
Because just knowing who gets in isn't enough anymore. You need to know if they're doing something malicious while they're in there. You need to detect that activity.
Ah, okay. And the tech driving this.
Yeah.
Cloud security seems obvious.
Hugely important, yeah, tied directly to cloud adoption. But there's more. Securing 5G, AI, and ML in security tools for smarter defense, even blockchain for integrity.
DevSecOps too. Building it in earlier.
Yep, DevSecOps and tackling the Internet of Things. All those connected devices create, well, a lot of potential openings if you're not careful.
Who's spending the most money on this right now?
Government and defense are the biggest spenders currently, which tells you something about protecting national systems, critical infrastructure.
High stakes.
Very high stakes. Geographically, North America has the biggest share now, but Asia is expected to grow the fastest over the next decade.
So, okay, putting this all together. Huge market, fast growth, complex tech, different deployment models, big government spending. What does this signal about the actual threats companies are facing? It sounds overwhelming.
It is overwhelming.
Yeah.
That growth isn't just market optimism. It's a direct response to threats that are getting, well, nastier and more frequent.
Like ransomware. That seems to be everywhere.
Ransomware, absolutely. Crippling attacks, but also really clever social engineering tricking employees. And just the sheer volume of vulnerabilities with IoT devices, smart homes, industrial sensors.
Potential backdoors.
Exactly. It's a constant battle day in, day out.
And there's another problem, isn't there? Finding the people to actually fight these battles.
Oh, yeah. That's a massive issue. The talent gap. We're looking at estimates of over 3.5 million unfilled cybersecurity jobs globally.
1.5 million. Wow.
Think about that. It creates this difficult situation. Companies know they need better network security, cloud security, protect their assets. They invest heavily, but they might not have the skilled people to actually run it all effectively. To configure the tools, monitor alerts, hunt for threats, respond fast enough.
It's like having a fancy fire alarm but no firefighters.
That's a good way to put it. It's a huge challenge for businesses, makes them look for other solutions. But, it's also a massive opportunity for people thinking about careers in this field. The demand is incredible.
Okay, so threats are getting worse and there aren't enough people. How are companies responding strategically? What's the move?
One really big strategy we're seeing is mergers and acquisitions. M&A.
buying other companies.
Exactly. And cybersecurity M&A has kept up its pace right into 2025.
We have numbers on that.
Yeah, in Q1 2025, there were 46 deals among U.S. cybersecurity firms. That's up from 35 the year before. Globally, it was 102 deals, up from 95.
So definitely active. What's the main reason for this buying binge?
Well, often, large companies just can't innovate as quickly as smaller, more focused startups, especially in niche security areas.
Right, agility.
M&A lets them acquire that needed capability, that tech, but maybe even more importantly, they acquire the talent, the specialized teams. It's a shortcut to expertise in a market where hiring is tough.
So it's about buying talent as much as tech.
Often, yes, especially with that 3.5 million job gap we mentioned.
Now, we hear about massive deals like Google looking at Wiz for billions or Cisco buying Splunk. Are those typical?
Not really. Those are the outliers, the blockbusters, maybe one or two a year, tops. Most cybersecurity M&A deals are actually much smaller, usually under $1 billion.
More targeted acquisitions then.
Exactly. Acquiring specific capabilities, specific teams, plugging specific gaps. It's less about just getting bigger and more about getting smarter or more capable faster.
So connecting the dots. M&A isn't just growth for growth's sake. It's a strategic way to get needed skills and tech quickly because the threats are moving so fast and hiring is so hard.
Precisely. It's often the fastest way to bolster defenses against sophisticated threats when you can't build or hire fast enough internally.
Okay, given that complexity and the talent shortage, let's zoom in on a type of solution that seems designed to help with this. Managed detection and response, MDR.
Yeah, MDR is really gaining traction. It's a service, not just a tool.
How does it differ from just, basic security monitoring?
It's much more active. MDR services don't just flag alerts, they actively hunt for threats 24/7. They aim to find and neutralize them before they cause real damage.
Okay, how does that work in practice?
They collect data telemetry from everywhere. Your laptops, servers, cloud stuff, identity systems, SaaS apps, network traffic,
The whole environment.
the whole environment. Then, expert human analysts using sophisticated tools sift through all that data. They're constantly hunting for subtle signs of attack, investigating suspicious activity, and leading the response when something is found.
So the key is that human expertise layer on top of the tech.
Absolutely. 247 monitoring, yes, but also that continuous proactive hunting. They prioritize alerts, use threat intelligence. Some even offer hands-on help to fix things.
What are the big benefits for a company using MDR?
Faster response times, definitely. Getting access to those specialized cybersecurity pros without the headache of trying to hire them yourself, which again is super hard.
Right, the talent gap again.
And reducing alert fatigue. Internal teams often get swamped with alerts from dozens of tools. MDR helps filter the noise and focus on the real threats.
So summing it up, in this world of complex threats, not enough experts, and alert overload, MDR provides that constant, skilled human oversight and hunting capability.
Exactly. It's designed to catch the things that automated tools or overwhelmed internal teams might miss. It's a critical layer for many organizations now.
Let's look at a specific player in this field, Zscaler. They seem to have a particular angle on M&A as well.
They do. Zscaler's focus is interesting. They talk about simplifying the IT integration part of M&A using a zero-trust approach.
Zero trust. Remind us quickly.
Basically, don't trust anything by default. Verify everything, every connection, every access request, whether it's inside or outside your traditional network perimeter.
Okay, and Zscaler uses this during M&A.
Yeah, their cloud platform aims for what they call a zero IT footprint during integration, meaning you don't need to physically connect the two companies' networks or deal with complex firewall rules right away.
Does that actually save money or reduce risk?
They claim it does. They cite figures like average savings of $1.5 million per transaction, 85% less integration risk, and an 80% better user experience for the acquired employees because they get access faster and more securely.
That integration piece is a headache in M&A, merging networks, apps.
It's a huge effort. And delays can really hurt the whole point of the merger, the synergies. Plus, there's always the fear of, buying a breach and acquiring a company that already has security problems.
So Zscaler's approach tries to sidestep that initial network mess.
That's the idea. Integrate only what's needed at first, give users secure access quickly, like in days contain the risk from the acquired company's environment, and provide secure access to shared resources without complex network merging.
Is there a process they follow?
They outline a kind of roadmap. Connect first, get basic access without network complexity. Then secure, apply zero trust policies, protect data. Then elevate, add risk profiling, more granular controls. And finally, innovate, improve user experience, secure workloads, get rid of old tech debt.
Have companies actually used this successfully?
They point to examples like Cushman and Wakefield, Guaranteed Rate, Brink's, Colt Technology Services, reporting things like faster integration, accelerated M&A timelines, better security posture during the process.
Okay, this is fascinating. It ties the security strategy directly into the business strategy of M&A,
Exactly.
which brings us neatly to a very recent piece of news. Zscaler planning to acquire Red Canary. This seems to pull everything together: M&A, MDR, zero trust.
It really does. This is a significant move. Red Canary is a big name, a recognized leader specifically in MDR.
What do they bring to the table?
Over a decade of deep security operations expertise. They're known for being fast and accurate, investigating threats way faster, like 10 times faster, with reported 99.6% accuracy.
That's impressive accuracy.
It is, and they've got the industry recognition, Forrester Wave leader for MDR 3 years running, Gartner Market Guide for MDR 7 years. They have serious credibility in the MDR space.
And Zscaler, as we said, brings that huge cloud platform, processing massive amounts of data, leader in SSE.
Right. World's largest security cloud, they say. Over 500 billion transactions a day through their zero trust exchange, securing almost half the Fortune 500.
So why this acquisition? What's the logic?
Zscaler calls Red Canary a natural expansion. The big vision seems to be accelerating towards an AI-powered security operations center, or SOC, of the future.
AI-powered SOC. What does that mean? Combining Zscaler's data and AI with Red Canary's human expertise.
That seems to be the core idea. Integrate Zscaler's massive data lake, its platform, its AI engines, with Red Canary's deep know-how in hunting and responding across endpoints, identity, networks, cloud, everything.
Creating a unified, smarter SOC.
Yeah, they use the term agentic SOC, one that can not just analyze data, but potentially make intelligent decisions and take action more autonomously, faster.
What problems are they hoping to solve with this combo?
The big ones secure teams face: alert overload, missed signals because tools aren't connected, incomplete analysis. The goal is to help teams detect, triage, investigate, and respond much more efficiently.
Faster and better, essentially.
That's the promise.
And this deal is expected to close soon.
Subject to approvals, yeah. They're targeting August 2025.
So looking forward, what does this Zscaler Red Canary integration signal about where security operations might be heading?
It points towards tighter integration, bringing platform data and specialized detection logic together, aiming for better threat intelligence, faster innovation in finding new threats, a more seamless experience.
So the takeaway seems to be that future security isn't just about having lots of tools or even just smart platforms. It's about combining those massive data platforms with highly skilled human expertise, like an MDR, potentially boosted by AI.
I think that's right. Combining the scale of technology with the depth of human expertise and advanced managed services seems crucial for tackling these complex, fast-moving threats across the whole IT landscape.
Okay, so let's recap. We've covered a cybersecurity market seeing explosive growth, really fueled by intense and evolving threats.
Definitely.
We saw how M&A is a key strategy, not just for size, but to quickly grab needed skills and technology in a tough hiring market.
A critical talent play, yeah.
We dug into managed detection and response, MDR, as that essential 24/7 expert human layer providing proactive hunting.
Cutting through the noise.
And this planned Zscaler and Red Canary deal looks like a prime example of merging a large platform with specialized managed services and AI ambitions, aiming for that next-generation, smarter SOC.
Pulls all those threads together nicely.
Well, this deep dive was sponsored by Stonefly. As we mentioned, they're leaders in enterprise storage, backup, disaster recovery, AI storage, and cloud solutions.
And if you need that secure, ransomware-proof storage, they offer air-gapped and immutable options.
Right, you can contact them for a demo at sales@stonefly.com.
So a final thought, maybe. Considering how fast threats change and how complex IT is now, cloud, remote work, IoT everywhere, how long can companies really get by just with their internal teams and separate tools?
Without adding something like advanced MDR.
Yeah, you have to wonder, what risks might be hiding in plain sight, just waiting for a more proactive, integrated approach to find them? Something for everyone to think about.